Zamani hazaza pudrunur, in the lush and prosperous kingdom of Zudodoo Valley, a wise and kind king named Zuberi ruled with a gentle hand. The valley, a veritable paradise, boasted emerald hills that rolled endlessly, golden savannas that danced under the breeze, and rivers that shimmered like liquid silver under the sun's warm gaze. King Zuberi was a figure of great wisdom and benevolence, beloved by all his subjects. His heart belonged to Queen Amani, a woman of unmatched beauty and grace. Her kindness knew no bounds, and her gentle spirit touched every corner of the kingdom, endearing her to all who met her. Their union was blessed with a daughter, Princess Jaydee, whose beauty and virtue were the talk of the realm. Her presence was a beacon of joy, and it was said that the sun itself rose each day just to witness her radiant smile. Princess Jaydee's laughter was like the sweetest melody, filling the hearts of the people with hope and happiness. Her eyes sparkled with a light that reflected the very essence of Zudodoo Valley's splendor, making her the jewel of the kingdom. At Zudodoo, Valley was unique in its traditions and culture, one of which was the custom that any man within the valley could marry the princess if he completed 3 seemingly impossible tasks. He must bring back the ivories of the great elephants, a lion's tail, and the teeth of a leopard. This tradition was intended to test the suitor's bravery, wisdom, and compassion, virtues highly valued by the people of Zudodoo. Many men, both single and married, tried their hand at these tasks. They ventured into the wilds with high hopes and brave hearts, but none returned successful. Some came back empty-handed, while others were never seen again. The challenges were formidable, and it seemed no one in Zudodoo was capable of achieving them. King Zuberi, while outwardly encouraging, secretly wished that no one would succeed. He hoped to see his best friend's son, a noble and capable young man, marry Princess Jaydee and keep the royal bloodline within close, trusted circles. So one day, a powerful figure arrived at the palace gates. Standing at 7 feet tall, with a physique that suggested immense strength and agility, this stranger carried an air of mystery and quiet confidence. This man, unbeknownst to the people of Zudodoo, was a human beast, a creature of legend who could take human form. He had heard of the princess and the challenge, and now he stood before the king, presenting the 3 required items, gleaming ivories, a lion's tail, and the sharp teeth of a leopard. The court was stunned. Gasps of disbelief and awe filled the hall as they beheld the proof of his triumph. Even King Zuberi was taken aback, for he had believed no one could accomplish such feats. The mysterious man, still in his human guise, was given Princess Jaydee's hand in marriage. The kingdom erupted in celebration. Festivities lasted for days, with music, dancing, and feasting. The sky was lit with fireworks, and the drums of Zudodoo beat a rhythm of joy and jubilation. However, as the wedding celebrations drew to a close and night fell upon the valley, the true nature of the groom was revealed. In a terrifying transformation, the human beast shed his disguise, towering over the palace guards and courtiers. His eyes glowed with a fierce light, and his presence instilled fear in the hearts of all who saw him. Without a word, he took Princess Jaydee and fled to his own domain, the dreaded Drip Valley, a place shrouded in darkness and fear. The great King Zuberi was plunged into despair. His beloved daughter had been taken by a monstrous being. He immediately proclaimed that whoever could rescue his daughter and bring her back safely would marry her and be rewarded with half the kingdom. The task seemed even more impossible now, for the beast was powerful beyond measure, and Drip Valley was a place few dared to enter. Among those who heard the king's desperate plea was Patoe, a young man from the least favored family in Zudodoo Valley. Patoe was a humble farmer, known for his kindness, bravery, and unyielding spirit. He lived with his frail grandmother, having lost his parents at a young age. One night, as Patoe slept, his parents visited him in a dream. They told him to go to the king and offer to rescue Princess Jaydee. When Patoe shared his dream with his grandmother, she was terrified and begged him not to go. But Patoe, fueled by his parents' words and his own sense of duty, resolved to undertake the perilous journey. The next morning, Patoe approached the palace. The courtiers and guards mocked him, laughing at the idea that a simple farmer could succeed where warriors had failed. But King Zuberi, seeing the determination in Patoe's eyes, granted him permission. With nothing but a sturdy staff, a bag of provisions, and the guidance of his dream, Patoe set out for Drip Valley. The journey was grueling. Patoe traversed dense forests where wild beasts roamed, crossed raging rivers with treacherous currents, and climbed mountains that seemed to touch the sky. Along the way, he faced numerous challenges that tested his resolve and bravery. In one forest, he encountered a pack of wolves. Instead of fighting them, Patoe used his knowledge of nature to find a plant that calmed the beasts, allowing him to pass safely. At a raging river, he crafted a raft from nearby trees, demonstrating his resourcefulness. As Patoe neared Drip Valley, the atmosphere grew darker and more foreboding. The valley was a desolate place, its entrance a dark, gaping maw that seemed to swallow light itself. Summoning all his courage, Patoe entered. Inside, the lair was a labyrinth of tunnels and caverns, echoing with the distant roars and growls of the beast. Quiet as a mouse, Patoe crept through the maze, remembering what his parents taught him. He found a big room where Princess Jaydee was kept. She looked scared but strong, keeping her head high. When she saw Patoe, her eyes lit up with hope. Patoe came closer, talking softly, promising to set her free. Just then, the beast entered the chamber. His eyes blazed with fury upon seeing Patoe. A fierce battle ensued. The beast, with his immense strength and agility, seemed invincible. But Patoe fought with the cunning of a hunter and the heart of a warrior. Remembering his parents' guidance, he used his surroundings to his advantage. He lured the beast into a trap he had set with vines and rocks, using the natural elements of the valley. With a final, desperate effort, Patoe managed to bind the beast with the very vines that grew in the valley. Exhausted but happy, Patoe and Princess Jaydee headed back to Zudodoo. The journey was tough, but they kept going, thinking of their home and each other. Finally, they reached the palace, and everyone was overjoyed. King Zuberi hugged his daughter tight, then turned to Patoe with a big smile, calling him a hero. In that moment, Patoe knew he'd not just saved the princess, but won the love and respect of his whole kingdom, becoming a legend in their eyes. The wedding of Patoe and Princess Jaydee was a joyous celebration that brought together people from all walks of life. With colorful banners and fragrant flowers adorning the palace grounds, musicians played lively tunes while dancers twirled gracefully. As Patoe and Jaydee exchanged vows, their love filled the courtyard, brightening the faces of their guests. The air buzzed with excitement, and as the night progressed with feasting and merriment, it was clear that their union symbolized the triumph of courage, love, and destiny, offering hope to all who witnessed it. As the tale of Patoe's bravery and selflessness spread throughout Zudodoo Valley, it ignited a flame of hope and inspiration in the hearts of its people. Patoe became a symbol of resilience, a living embodiment of the virtues cherished by the kingdom: courage, compassion, and unwavering determination. His story was passed down from generation to generation, woven into the fabric of the valley's identity, and celebrated in songs, dances, and oral traditions. King Zuberi, deeply moved by Patoe's remarkable deeds, welcomed him into the royal family with open arms. No longer was Patoe merely a humble farmer. He was now esteemed as a hero, a trusted advisor to the king, and a beloved member of the court. King Zuberi regarded Patoe not just as a subject, but as a son, and their bond grew stronger with each passing day. Under the joint leadership of King Zuberi and Patoe, Zudodoo Valley entered a new era of prosperity and harmony. The kingdom flourished as never before, its fields yielding bountiful harvests, its people living in peace and contentment. Patoe's humility and wisdom, endeared him to all, from the highest nobles to the lowliest peasants, and his presence brought a sense of unity and purpose to the realm. But perhaps most importantly, Patoe's tale inspired countless others to rise above their circumstances and strive for greatness. Young boys and girls looked up to him as a role model, dreaming of emulating his courage and compassion. His legacy became a guiding light for future generations, guiding them through the trials and tribulations of life with hope and resilience. As time passed, new tales of bravery and love emerged in Zudodoo Valley, each one adding to the rich tapestry of its heritage. Whether it was the story of a young shepherd who stood up to injustice, or the legend of a star-crossed romance that defied all odds, these tales served as reminders of the enduring strength of the human spirit and the power of love to overcome any obstacle. And so, the kingdom of Zudodoo continued to thrive, its traditions upheld, and its people united by the timeless lessons of courage, compassion, and perseverance embodied in the legend of Patoe, the farmer who became a hero. In the years that followed, Patoe and Princess Jaydee ruled Zudodoo Valley with wisdom and compassion. Their story became a beacon of hope and a reminder that true strength comes from the heart, not from power or wealth. They had many children, each carrying the legacy of their parents' courage and love. The kingdom prospered, and the people of Zudodoo lived in peace and harmony, inspired by the remarkable journey of Patoe, the farmer who became a hero.